name's Robin Black. I'm actually a singer in a rock band, but I've taken on this big challenge of trying to become a professional cage fighter, mixed martial arts fighter. And I've been training for the last 2 years, pretty much full-time, or more than full-time, for my first fight, which is 5.5 weeks from today. It's a weird thing, and fighting is one of those things that, you know, you can just fall in love with. The sport, the training, the challenge of it. For me, I think a big part of it is the challenge. I do love the training and the science and the kind of obsessive qualities that you have to get good at the sport. All the different aspects to it, the strategy, all of it. I'm really not a violent guy at all, and I'm not a tough guy, really. I'm more of a fight nerd, you know. I love the minutiae of fighting, and I love the strategy and the details and learning about the diet and pushing yourself and all of that kind of stuff. I think it's beautiful. The thing about just becoming a fighter is that the whole thing is one gigantic challenge, and I think that's why people do it, love it. It's like you live this giant challenge, so the whole thing is a challenge. You know, you have to dedicate your diet and you know, change your lifestyle so fully. You know, I'm a singer in a rock band. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning having Jägermeister shots with beautiful women, you know, and now I'm up at 6 in the morning to go running and come to a sweaty gym with a bunch of guys, you know. Your lifestyle that you have to commit to is insane, and physically you're in pain a lot of the time, and you know, I don't see any of my friends anymore outside of my friends at the gym. It's all a challenge. The whole thing is a challenge, but I think that's what's so great about it.
I think the best fighters that I'm around are really smart. They're really intelligent people. You know, the big tough guys don't actually do very well, and you got to be really OCD, really obsessive, because it is all encompassing. You can only get good at this if you spend your whole life doing it every day. You know, you're in the gym 6 or 8 hours a day, and then around it, you know, your diet has to follow it. When you sleep, when you go out, what you read, you're reading about fighting all the time, you're watching fighting on television. You have to be really obsessive. And for those kind of, you know, intelligent OCD people who, for whatever reason, like the sport, they're the right kind of people for it. The big tough guy who likes to beat up on people, you know, this is a very humbling sport. You lose every day. You get put in your place every day. And big ego-driven people don't do very well at it. You have to become very humble to improve at it. Right now, I have a fight in under 6 weeks, so I'm about 6 or 7 hours a day of training between running and cardio. The 4 main fight ingredients: wrestling, boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai. And then mixed martial arts training, which is putting them all together. Strength and conditioning training. 6-7 hours a day right now. It's best if I can do 3 to 4 hours in the morning and 3 to 4 hours in the evening. That's ideal. Right up until the fight. Normally, I do that pretty much year round. I have for the last 2 years. But some people will go a little lighter in their off season. I find I get injured a little bit more than a lot of people. It's probably because I overtrain, but I just love being here. So. You don't like? I hate sprinting. You know, it's running hard sprints. 6 or 7 minutes, as hard as you can run with a very short break, over and over again. I really despise that. I really miss pints of Stella and Heineken. I don't like not being able to have a cold beer whenever I want. You know, I have a beer or 3 every second Saturday, usually while watching fights, actually. The diet, too. I miss Pizza Hut ice cream. But that's just part of the deal. If you tell people that you want to be a professional mixed martial arts fighter, they will probably laugh at you and tell you that you're crazy or an idiot. It's sort of the punchline of a joke, you know? Oh, I'm a mixed martial artist. Like, there was an episode of Friends where a guy decided he was going to run off and become a cage fighter. Like, it's not something normal. People will probably tell you not to do it. And it's difficult like crazy. Like, it doesn't, when I just look at it, the idea of spending your whole day with a bunch of sweaty guys in the gym, getting hurt constantly, so that you can get into a ring with somebody who wants to hurt you for a couple of $1,000. Doesn't seem like a very good career idea. But if you're the type of person who just loves big challenges and loves to see what you're capable of and wants to live your life sort of testing what your real potential is, and not just kind of sit around wishing you were doing something, but really try to do something that's very difficult. If that's what you like, then this is a good choice, because it's hard, and chances are that there's always somebody better, and the chances of becoming a millionaire UFC fighter are pretty slim. But it's a beautiful way to live, pushing yourself every day and striving to get better at something. That's a beautiful thing. And taking a big risk, I'm going to go fight in 5 weeks, my first fight. And because I'm a singer in a rock band and people have seen me on television, people have interviewed me and stuff, there are tens of thousands of people aware that I'm fighting, many of whom would love to see me get my ass kicked. That's a really big risk to do in front of 5,000 people live and tens of thousands on the internet. But better that than sit around and do nothing, right? And not take risks and not try to live your life that way. I mean, there's a lot of safe things you can do, and if that's the type of person you are, it's probably going to work out well for you. You should do one of those things. But if you want to live trying to push yourself and willing to take risks and living kind of an adventure, trying to become a cage fighter is about as crazy an adventure as there is. But it's a lot of sacrifice. You're not going to be Chuck Liddell tomorrow. You're going to live in a gym in pain for a lot of years, and then you probably still won't be Chuck Liddell, but it's worth trying. I mean, when you're 12 or 15 years old and you think of things that would be amazing to be, like being an actor like Tom Cruise, or a cage fighter like Tito Ortiz, or a rock star like Bono or whatever, it's like those are the big dreams that are worth chasing, right? If they were easy, everybody would be Tom Cruise. They're not, but if you're the right type of person for that, it's a great way to live.